Royal High School, the home of the Bulldogs. At this time, please stand. Gentlemen, please remove your hats as we honor this great nation with a flag of national anthem.
Isaiah Jones is starting over the Canes guy. Because the I guess he usually starts, but okay, I'm gonna write it down anyway. Provo starting lineup. Isaac wrote it down during sports marketing today.
We welcome everybody out to Provo, Utah tonight, where we have the Provo Bulldogs taking on the visiting Salem Hills Skyhawks. Salem Hills coming in at 4-10, 2-5 in Region 8. They're just one spot behind the Bulldogs, although they did win their previous meeting just weeks ago, Kale.
Yeah, they played each other January 8th, and Salem Hills really just manhandled the Provo Bulldogs. It just won by 20 points, and surprisingly, they only did it on only 2 3-pointers made.
So Bulldogs looking to flip the script tonight. In that game, Isaac Castagnetto and JP Camargo both struggled, so we'll look for them to come up big tonight and try and have huge performances for their team. And so for the Bulldogs starting out, Isaac Castagnetto, Ryder McGillivray, JP Camargo, McKay Robert, and Ty McCune. And the starting lineup for the Bulldogs has been quite similar the entire year, other than, of course, injuries. With Josh Urrutia going down, Ryder McGillivray has gotten a few starts so far. Still no timeline for Josh. And so with a minute gone, it's still 0-0.
Great post move down there by JP Camargo.
And then a quick steal there from Isaac Castagnetto. Now he looks to push. But yeah, Kel, that is a great sign after a foul there for JP Camargo. He's been struggling lately, coming off an ankle injury in early January, but he's only had 23 points through 4 games. And then he's been averaging 5 turnovers a game. He's fouled out the past 2 contests, and so it'll be good for him to get going, and hopefully he can have a big night offensively.
Yeah, you mentioned the foul trouble. He hasn't really been able to get some consistent play in due to just early fouls and having to sit on the bench for the majority of the first half.
And a turnover that time. So with 6:20 to play in the first quarter, Bulldogs lead 2-0. And the the Skyhawks won by 20 points last time off of a balanced scoring effort. And they do have 3 players each averaging over 9 points a game. In Simonson, Hollows, and Hawley. Simonson, the leading scorer, at 13 points a game.
Beautiful ball movement there.
Nice little touch pass from Isaac Castagnetto, finds a streaking McKay Robert. And then an offensive foul. And it seems already that the 17 students in the building tonight making a difference early on with energy-wise. 4-0. Bulldogs lead it.
Yeah, and if you're Simonson of Salem, that's really unnecessary foul. Trying to extend his arm to create more room. As Provo just turns the ball over again right there.
Great defense there from JP Camargo. He's already got 2 turnovers early on, but that sure will make up for one there.
Yeah, and James, you mentioned the fans, just barely. This is the first home game where a student section is allowed here at Provo High. They gave tickets out to the seniors first priority.
Great finish there from Simonson past the outstretched arms of the 6'7" JP Camargo. Gets the bucket to go in the first points for the Skyhawks. Make it 6-2 now. Bulldogs lead. McKay's got 4 early on. And McKay's had some pretty big games as of late. The other night against Wasatch, had, I believe, 12 points, including a go-ahead bucket there with about a minute left. So he's playing with a lot of confidence right now, and he's already got 4 points here in the first 4 minutes. It is 6-2. The Skyhawks open up in a man defense. Very aggressive, playing high up on the guards.
There's great defense there. Number 5, Jaden Hawley, stripping the ball away.
Yeah, and with Provo's lack of height, you see Isaac Castagnetto there posting up almost as a power forward. And he's really a point guard, so the double team came over quick and just wasn't able to get it out quick enough. And there you see the JP factor altering the shot, and it's an air ball, all because of his outstretched arms there. JP with a quick move and a hook shot. That's off the mark, just short. Skyhawks out in transition. Can't get the three-pointer to fall. Bulldogs are head coached by Don Johnson and Salem Hills' Blake Frankham. Both teams with a losing record, sitting at 5th and 6th, respectively, in Region 8.
Salem early on can't seem to get a bucket. A lot of their shots seem to go in and out.
Well, and so far, JP has contested a lot of those shots as well. McKay in attack mode. Book it. McKay's got 6 points. Pretty spin move in the lane there from McKay Robert. 6 of the 8 early on for the Bulldogs. Simonson coolly knocks down a 15-foot jumper right back at him. 8-4. 2 minutes to play in quarter number 1. Great pass inside for Isaac, who finds a cutting JP. Missed it the first time and gets it back, puts it down. Great follow there from JP. 10-4 now. Deep three from number 3, Jaden Hawley. That is way off the mark. And Coach Frankham wants to make some changes. He'll bring in 4 substitutes with 1:30. 10-4, a great start for the Bulldogs early on. Also, JP going to take a seat as Joe Larby comes into the game. 90 seconds to play in quarter number 1. McKay Robert had a good look. That's off the mark. His first miss on the night. And that was Ty McCune down low trying to take the charge. He's already had one tonight, so you don't blame him. He's taken multiple charges throughout the season. And Hawley knocks down the free throw. 10-5 now. Bulldogs lead by 5 with 1:16 to play. That free throw is off the mark, and now here comes the Bulldogs looking to push. Good ball movement here. Ty with a strong drive, just can't quite get it to fall. Now 50 seconds to play.
It's a pretty pass down low. The number 1, Garrett Scott.
So Isaiah Jones will draw the foul. But he cannot knock down the free throw, and now McKay Robert will take a seat. And at 6'7", J.P. Camargo loses the rebound. That's something you don't see too often.
Yeah, he didn't really box out there. Gave Salem the extra opportunity as number 12, Seth Messerve, hits the 3.
.20 seconds to play in quarter number 1, 10-8 now. That was a crucial offensive board for the Skyhawks. Turned into a 3-point play. 4-point play with the free throw. 12 seconds now. Bulldogs looking for the last shot. Isaac, corner 3. It's hard. And it's stolen. 3 at the buzzer. Will not go. But I believe they called a foul. And so that'll do it for quarter number 1. 10-8 is the score. Bulldogs lead by 2. So far, McKay Robert with 6. J.P. Camargo with 4. We'll be back in a minute with some more action here in Provo, Utah. We welcome you back to Provo, Utah for the start of quarter number 2. Visiting Salem Hill Skyhawks trail by 2, 10-8.
And when we talked earlier, James, about the keys to the game, one of the keys to the game we mentioned was getting others involved in the Bulldog offense other than Isaac Castagneto. And so far in the first quarter, Provo showed that with the 10 points coming from McKay Robert and J.P. Camargo.
Yeah, it's always a good sign when you lead by 2 without Isaac having any points. There's a bucket tying the game up for number 10, Nelson. And another key to the game we talked about for the Bulldogs, we want to keep J.P. Camargo out of foul trouble. So far, he doesn't have a single foul, so if he can keep that for the next 7 minutes, or even just one foul in this first half would be a great time for the Bulldogs. So it is 10-10 with 7 minutes to play in the second quarter. J.P. Camargo goes up strong with the left hand, gets an and one foul. Just great position there from J.P. And then just too easy of a spin move. Too skilled down low. J.P. Camargo probably has the most experience out of all these guys playing basketball. played on the U17 Mexican national team, FIBA, down there in Mexico before he came to Provo. Has a great inventory of skill moves. Misses the free throw, but puts the Bulldogs back up by 2, 12-10. And so far we've been seeing the Bulldogs trying to get it into the post quite a bit. They're looking into that high-low post nearly every time someone catches the ball.
Strong move inside there by McKay Robert. Just couldn't come up with the basket.
He's playing with a lot of aggression right now. That one's just in and out. But a very strong take there from McKay Robert. And the traveling call. Another turnover for the Skyhawks. 12-10. Bulldogs still up 2 with 6 minutes to play.
Yeah, Holly there tried the hardened step back.
Got called for the walk. Here's JP again on the low block. This time he lost it. A third turnover for JP Camargo. Great move inside, but it's blocked away from JP. A foul on Ryan Baker there, who's just checked into the game. And some tight defense up top from the junior Swiper Scott. Offensive board there from McKay off of JP's miss, and now a high pick and roll. Great pass from McKay Robert inside, and JP just can't finish. A great look down low.
Another block.
I believe that was Simonson. An aggressive take, but JP just too long, too strong. And that time, a charging foul. Coach Frankham is livid. 12-10. Multiple calls not going the Skyhawks' way. And JP, sure, he has 3 turnovers, but he's also got 3 blocks here in the first 12 minutes of play. And after that charging call, Coach Johnson wants a timeout. See if he can get something rolling here, and Coach Frankham will take his chance to talk with the referees about that call. 12-10, 4:35 to play in half number 1. And so after a controversial charging foul against the Skyhawks and a timeout for the Bulldogs, Lincoln Johnson into the game. Quick trigger three-pointer, that's off the mark. 4 minutes to play in the first half. The Bulldogs lead by 2. Pretty little floater in the lane there from number 5, Jaden Hawley. And another miss from JP Camargo. It is now tied. Simonson off the mark there. Great board and great outlet from JP Camargo. Too easy of a finish there from McKay Robert. He's got 8 points to lead all scorers. A huge first half so far for McKay Robert. 14-12 now. 3:20 to play. Ball deflected off of multiple players. Now an offensive board. And so there is the first foul call for JP Camargo.
Yeah, he was just a bit too aggressive on the defense there. Ref saying he wasn't straight up when he tried to contest that shot.
And Luke DeGraffenried right out the line, misses his first free throw. Bulldogs still with a 2-point lead, 3:18 to play. DeGraffenried sinks the second. McKay looking inside, quick inside out, 3-ball McKay, in and out. Offensive board though, and now McCune will set up his offense again. Isaac Castagneto still posting up. He's been posting up pretty much every play so far.
It's a great steal there by Simonson and a great finish.
McKay looking for a pass, just may have been a little too predictable. And a turnover there. 14-15, first lead of the night for the Skyhawks. McKay drives right side, aggressive take, and a soft touch on the finish. Pretty much every one of his buckets has looked just like that. Hard drive to the right, and then a little scoop shot. 16-15 now. A smooth three from Simonson. It's the Simonson-Robert show right now. Back and forth they go. Simonson with 9 points. McKay Robert with 10. 1:45 to play in the first half. 16-18. Another turnover from McKay.
Yeah, it's an interesting game plan early on by Coach Johnson, having Isaac Castagneto, one of your primary ball handlers and scorers, posting up on offense and not really touching the ball.
Yeah, we have not seen Isaac touch the ball hardly at all. I don't think he's even attempted a shot. And now a second foul for Isaac. So Coach Johnson chooses to have JP Camargo sit for the last 90 seconds of the first half, trying to keep him from getting that second foul. (16-18). And with that made free throw from Austin Hollows, his first points on the night, gives the Skyhawks the largest lead of the night. So now the big two for the Bulldogs, Cascanedo and Camargo, are out of the game. Let's see who the ball goes to for the Bulldogs. Okay, Robert getting trapped. And some sloppy play. Bulldogs very fortunate to retain possession right now. 60 seconds to play in the first half. Ty McCune quarterbacking his team right now. Great inside-out ball movement. And a huge three-pointer from Ty McCune. Ties up the game. Great work from McCune there, settling his team down. And then getting a great look from three. 19-19.
Yeah, that was just awesome to watch. Ty McCune setting up the offense, getting the ball back to him, and sinking the three, tying the game.
So now Simonson has the ball, 20 seconds left, and he's going to hold for the last shot. 19-19, we're all tied up here. Simonson on McGillivray. 10 seconds to play. Pulls up. Jumper's off the mark. He didn't hold it for very long, and now 4 seconds left. But the ball is thrown away. A half-court heave at the buzzer. Off the top of the backboard, and that'll do it for half number one. McKay Robert with a huge first half, 10 points. Simonson answering with 9, and we're all tied up. 16 minutes gone. We've got 2 more quarters to play here in Provo. Back in a few minutes.
refs just left.
We welcome you back here to the second half of the Provo Bulldogs taking on the Salem Hills Skyhawks. It is 19-19 after McKay Robert scored 10 of the Bulldogs' 19 points in the first half. And one thing we didn't see, Kale, was that right there, a shot from Isaac Castagnetto in the first 10 seconds of the game. He's already got a bucket.
Yeah, it's good that he's starting to settle in and get a basket. So after all, he is Provo's leading scorer.
Averaging 20 a game. Ty, an aggressive move, surrounded by multiple defenders. And that was an interesting shot there. Number 2, that was Austin Hollows, completely off the mark there. 21-21 now, 7 minutes to play in the third quarter. McKay thought about the 3.
And in the first half, we saw a lot of Isaac Castagnetto posting up and not really touching the ball on a lot of the possessions. But it looks like Coach Johnson's made some adjustments and is having him kind of facilitate the offense along with Ty McCune rather than posting up, at least so far in the second half.
So a turnover there. Six minutes to play. And a foul. I believe that one will be against Isaac Castagnetto. And if it is, that's his third foul.
I think they called that on JP.
Oh, they did. Okay, so that is his second. And you saw Coach Johnson yelling from the bench, just saying to make sure he stays, to be smart and not get any more fouls. (21-21), 5:57 to play. And Ty, he's already had a couple of very aggressive drives where it seems like he's just been surrounded by defenders.
Yeah, I'm not sure I like that drive there.
23-21, now a 2-point lead for the Skyhawks. McKay very hesitant on the three-pointer. Here comes JP. Off his left shoulder, gets it to go. And JP now has 8 points. He's having a great night so far. 23s. We're all tied up. 5 minutes to play in the third. That ball nearly thrown away. Now it is stolen. Pass ahead. McKay with an easy layup. That puts him up to 12. 25-23 now. Lead back to 2 for the Bulldogs. Riker Richards off the mark on the three-pointer there. Let's see if the Bulldogs can get some separation. There's a foul called. It will be on the ground. And into the game for the Bulldogs, Lincoln Johnson, and McKay Robert will take a rest. Isaac turns and faces. Strong drive, draws contact, and just a very, very controlled drive to the rack there. He'll go to the line for 2 free throws. That's another thing Isaac didn't do. Just was in the first half, he wasn't aggressive attacking the rim, and this is his first trip to the line already.
Yeah, it's great to see him early on in this second half getting more aggressive and trying to get more involved in this basketball game.
Yeah, one of the keys to the game for Salem Hills was to try and contain Isaac Castagneto. A huge hustle play there from Ryder McKillivray. Got the offensive board and put it straight back up. Skyhawks sleeping on that board. 27-23, now a two possession game. Isaac missed 2 free throws, but Ryder with a great putback. Smooth elbow jumper, that's been good all night for Simonson. He's got 13 to lead all scorers. Isaac, a crafty move, went underneath. Just couldn't get it to drop though.
Late foul call.
And that's a reach Isaac does not like to call. And Coach Johnson consulting with his coaches, trying to decide whether he should take Isaac out of the game, and he will. 3rd foul, you hate to take him out. And Isaac frustrated with himself. With 3:22 to play in the 3rd quarter. The Bulldogs lead 27-25. Pretty pass from J.P. Camargo, and Lincoln cannot finish. A wide open layup. That's a gimme. But a great pass from J.P. and now a foul on the other end.
Yeah, Lincoln Johnson over there shaking his head. Ty McCune giving him some words of advice.
Hey, but that pass will for sure go on the highlight reel as he's looking to play at the next level. That's huge. At 6'7" to be able to pass like that off the dribble. One of the things that you want to see in a forward, if he can pass the ball, especially at that next level. And now McKay Robert back into the game as Canes ties the game at 27s. .228 to play in the 3rd quarter. Joe Larby with an ill-advised drive there, had multiple defenders on him. And I'm not sure if the message at halftime was to be more aggressive on the drive or what, but a lot more drives from the Bulldogs, and some of them have just been too ambitious, trying to get too much where there's nothing. They got to be a little more patient.
Yeah, they need to start setting up their offense a little bit more rather than just driving to where there's 3 or 4 guys just waiting there for them.
JP Camargo took his time, very patient down there on the block, and gets the foul. And the lefty sinks the first, puts the Bulldogs back up by 1. It's been a very tight game all night long. We've had a few lead changes, but Provo has led for most of the night. And JP goes 1 for 2 from the charity stripe that time. Simonson sets up the offense. JP steal and slam for the 6'7" center. Picked his pocket and then threw it down with 2 hands. JP Camargo, that'll get the crowd riled up. Gaines drive and a miss. And they're saying McKay carried the ball. And that turnover killed the sound in the stadium. 30-27, Bulldogs with a 3-point lead though. 1 minute to play in the third quarter.
Great contest there by Ty McCune.
Contested 3-pointer there from Ty McCune is off the mark. 30 seconds to play. Simmons drove it in, and they will say it's on the shot. So he'll go to the line for 2. Rome Simonson with 13 right now, sitting right at his game average. Make it 14. So the other 2 of the big 3 scorers for the Skyhawks have been quite quiet. Jaden Hawley and Riker Richards. Rome Simonson has carried the majority of the scoring burden. He's got 15 and makes it just a 1-point game. 30 seconds left. The Bulldogs most likely will hold for the final shot here. Coach Johnson wants a timeout, and so we'll take a break as well. Let's see what he draws up for this final play in the third quarter. Bulldogs up 1. And we are back with some more action. Backdoor cut. Great pass from Ty McCune. So that was the play call out of the timeout drawn up from Coach Johnson. And Isaac Castagneto back into the game. Makes it a 3-point lead now. turnover there for the Skyhawks, and now 5 seconds to play. Isaac goes the full length of the court, misses. Coach Johnson wanted a foul call, won't get it, so we will go into quarter number 4, 32-29. Provo leading by 3. And now we are back again, start of the 4th quarter. Things are getting intense here in Provo, where the Bulldogs lead in a 1-possession game. It's been within 5 points the entire night. And right now it is 32-29 for 7:40 to play in the final quarter. And a travel call there. Huge momentum boost there for the Bulldogs. Can they capitalize now, trying to make it a 2-possession game?
Yeah, Isaiah Jones there got some happy feet. Noticing the 6'6" JP Camargo.
Yeah, that can only bring more nervousness to you, knowing that JP's right on your back. Bulldogs looking for that high pick and roll action. And the ball is stolen. Bad pass. Euro stepping. Simonson off the mark. Lincoln with a strong finish. Went straight into the defender, drew contact, and then a very controlled finish. Puts up Bulldogs up 5. And then a little too-handsy on the defensive end. But a gutsy drive there from Lincoln Johnson.
Yeah, Salem Hills got away with a little contact there. I thought Lincoln Johnson got fouled on the way up. But kudos to him to finishing that shot. And
great look from Simonson, and now he's missed 2 in a row.
if you're the Bulldogs, you really want to capitalize on this possession. Simonson's is cooling off. You have the opportunity to make it a 3-score game.
Isaac inside to JP now. Spin move. Ball rattles around and goes down for the 6'7" center. A huge spin with the right hand and a big bucket. Things starting to get loud here. 36-29. The largest lead of the night so far. 6 minutes to play. 36-29 is our score. 5:50 to play in the fourth quarter. Simonson, strong move underneath. He's now got 17, leading all scorers. 36-31, 5:30 to play in the fourth quarter. And McKay Robert, after a huge first half, 10 points. He's only got 2 here in the second. Isaac Castagneto, an insane drive to the basket. Finishes, count it, plus the foul. The bench is going crazy. Put the handles on the defender and then just finishes under contact. Sweet move there from Isaac Castagneto.
That was disgusting.
He'll go to the line. Chance to make it an 8-point game, which would be the largest lead tonight. And he sinks it. 39-31. Isaac coming alive after a quiet first half. 0 points. He's got 7. Simonson double team down low. A miss. Body hitting the deck for the rebound. Skyhawks come out with it. And another miss from Simonson. Isaac Castagneto wants to push. And off the mark. Right back the other way. Riker Richards with his second bucket, 39-36. Coach Johnson telling his team to just slow it down. 4 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. Lincoln, wide open 3, and he shuffled his feet. Oof. Boy, did the Skyhawks get a break there. Wide open look for Lincoln, and trying to get his feet set and just stumble a bit and travel. Shot was good, but just one too many steps. 39-33, 6-point game. 3:48 to play in the game. Simonson on a much smaller Ty McCune. He'll go a little ISO on the baseline, swatted and hits the deck hard. But then quickly on the follow, Zach Nelson, he's got 7 on the night.
And if you're the Bulldogs, you got to limit those opportunities, those extra opportunities that the Skyhawks are getting with these offensive boards.
Right now, Isaac in full attack mode. Nothing the Skyhawks can do to stop him. Beat a couple defenders there, and they just had to grab him with 2 hands and drag him down to the ground. Big free throws here with 3 minutes left to play. Isaac is 1 for 3 from the line tonight. Make it a 5-point game now, 40-35. Rattles home the second, and we have got a 6-point ball game here with 3 minutes to play. This is interesting. Simonson seemed to have all the answers for the Skyhawks tonight. And there'll be a foul call. And I believe that is just the 6 on the Bulldogs, so next time it will be a 1-and-1. But Bulldogs have done much better with fouls tonight. once again, Zach Nelson. He's had a couple of clutch buckets here in the last couple of minutes. Some nifty drives and then magnificent finishes at the rack. 41-37 now. Ty teaching them. They put some tough D up on him, and he says, "You want to guard me this tight?" and blows past to the rack.
Yeah, he noticed the defender so tight against him, looked up and saw that the paint was wide open.
Just a smart move from Ty McCune, but right back at the. Here come the Skyhawks. This time, I believe it was Simonson with an and one. He's got a chance to make it a one-possession game here with 2:25 to play. And he does so. Now the Skyhawks showing a little bit of a press. Ty, penetration kick out. McKay can't get the bucket to go. A leak out, and that goes down, so a one-point game now. Skyhawks with some energy. 43-42 after the fast break bucket. 2 minutes to play. Now this is intense, coming down to the wire here in Provo after a 20-point blowout from the Skyhawks last time. This time, a much different story. We welcome you back now. I'm James Allen here alongside Cale Bybee. 43-42 is the score. Bulldogs lead by 1 with 1:50 to play. Skyhawks with some tough defense. And they do get the turnover. Now Coach Frankham will call a timeout. Gonna draw up a play here, see if they can't take the lead. Single-digit possessions left in the game. 43-42. Skyhawks with the basketball, 1:30 to play. Let's see what Coach Frankham has drawn up out of the timeout. They go to Zach Nelson. Nothing there. Now it's stolen away.
It's an interesting idea, trying to go right at JP by Coach Frankham. I would have thought you would try to get it to Simonson, so I believe Ty McCune's been guarding him for the majority of the game.
Yeah.
And try to attack that mismatch.
And then Coach Johnson right now trying to do a little offensive defensive swap with McGillivray and Lincoln Johnson. (43-42) Bulldogs lead by 1. One minute to play. JP came up for the screen. Isaac calls him off. Looks like he may just go one-on-one here. A 5-second call. They're saying Isaac took too long. You don't see too many of those calls. So with 54 seconds to play, a turnover on the Bulldogs. 43-42.
Yeah, that was an interesting foul call. Well, I guess it wasn't a foul, turnover call. Yeah, I haven't really seen that called a lot in a high school game. And I thought Isaac Castagneto was dribbling and trying to make a move towards the basket.
And I'm not sure how that was called, because I believe the 5-second rule is when a player is being closely guarded for 5 seconds or more, but they don't pass, shoot, or dribble within that time. And it seemed like Isaac wasn't holding the ball; he was dribbling. But yeah, like we said, a very rare call there. So they'll have to look into that. 43-42 now. So the lineup for the Skyhawks, they have Simonson, Hollows, Hawley, Nelson, and Richards on the court. A huge drive there. Well, I believe that is Carson Keynes. Wow. That's a huge play. Puts the Skyhawks up 1 now. 44-43. Nothing but net for Carson Keynes. 45-43 now. A 2-point lead for the Skyhawks. They're just pumped. Let's see what the Bulldogs do here. Coach Johnson didn't like what things were looking like, so he wants to try and set something up. 45-43, 37 seconds left. And where do you think they're going on this final play? Or maybe, most likely not. They'll probably try and get a quick shot off. Who you going with for the Bulldogs?
Well, there's 3 guys I would go to. Either Isaac Castagneto, JP Camargo, or McKay Roberts. I personally would go with Isaac Castagneto just because he's had a big second half, and McKay Roberts has kind of cooled off and seemed a bit hesitant in the final minutes of the game.
Yeah, I think you definitely either go into JP or you just give Isaac the ball and let him go ISO. Maybe a pick and roll action with JP. Make sure your shooters are ready in case Isaac runs into trouble. Get a quick kick out. He's got great shooters in McKay Robert, Lincoln Johnson, and McCune. So 45-43. Bulldogs trail by 2 with 37 seconds. They inbound to McCune. And they call the backdoor cut play. Count it and one. You better book it. 45s. What a great play call from Coach Johnson. He's already called that a couple times tonight. And an absolute dime inside from Ty McCune. Pretty pass. He threaded the needle on that one and ties it up. Isaac at the line with a chance to go up by 1 or tied at 45s. 31.7 seconds is what they're showing on the game clock. And Isaac coolly knocks down his free throw to complete the 3-point play. Coach Frankham wants a timeout for the Skyhawks. 31.7 seconds. We still got a lot of action left in these 31 seconds. 46-45. That free throw puts Provo up 1.
Yeah, we talked about earlier Isaac Castagneto having a slow first half. Then he comes out in the second half and scores 12 points all in the second half. And you look at these stars in the NBA and in college, they have the ability to take over the game when the game is on the line. And you're seeing that here tonight with Isaac Castagneto.
JP Camargo's been pretty consistent all night with points in the pretty much every quarter. And then Isaac Castagneto and McKay Robert contributing both with 12 points respectively. But McKay's, most of his came in the first and then all of Isaac's in the second. Let's see what Coach Frankham has. I would think, you're almost certain he goes to Simonson. He's got 22 on the night.
Yeah, you look at Simonson, but then again,
they got a lot of weapons offensively. Ball is tipped. A jump ball. Possession arrow is to the Skyhawks, however.
no, it's to the Bulldogs.
Oh, was it? Oh, it is to the Bulldogs.
I don't like that jump ball call, even though it is the Bulldogs' possession. I feel like the ref called it a little early.
It was literally a split second that they both had their hands on the ball. But with that, you want to try and get as many ball handlers in as you can for the Bulldogs. They've got Johnson, McCune, Castagneto, Robert, and Camargo. 18 seconds to play, 46-45. McKay the inbounder. He finds McCune. McCune quickly trapped. Gets it to McKay. McKay picks up his dribble, and now a foul call with 9.8 seconds. The intensity at an all-time high right now. You can see all the players, parents, just stressing over there. 46-45, Bulldogs up 1. Whatever Tide does here, it's still a one-possession game, so. But however, 2 free throws right here would be huge in icing this one. 46-45, 9.8 seconds to play. And it is a 1-and-1. And then it was thrown away by the Skyhawks. Coach Frankham grabbed it out of the air before it was even out of bounds.
Yeah, it was thrown away. And I believe there was a Skyhawks player there to save the ball. And Coach Blake Frankham.
Who knew the coach would play such a big factor in this one? 46-45. They get it into Isaac, and he decides to hold on to the ball. 3.2 now. Precious time was wasted in that sloppy outlet pass, and that could prove to be the crucial mistake there. But after Ty missed the front end of a 1-and-1, Isaac can still only make it a 3-point game, and it was not a shooting foul, so again, it'll be a 1-and-1. 3.2 seconds to play. And he sinks it. I'm not sure. Simonson's not in the game right now. I don't think he's fouled out, so I'm wondering, Coach Blake most likely just going to try and call a quick timeout after they...
Yes, he did. I think he was subbed out due to defensive purposes.
Okay, so 48-45. Some clutch free throws there from Isaac Castagneto. Makes it a 3-point game, 3.2 seconds to play. Salem Hills just with a 30-second timeout. Coach Frankham going to try and draw up something. Honestly, in 3.2 seconds, you can get to the entire length of the court and get a good 3-point look.
Yeah, I'm Coach Johnson. I'm telling my players, whatever you do, do not foul.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, for a player at this level to sink all 3 free throws is not. They don't have the best shot at doing that, but yes, definitely don't want to foul. And you know, if I'm Coach Frankham, honestly, I'm telling them that 3.2 seconds is a lot longer than you think. When you've got the ball in your hands, a lot of guys tend to shoot it way too soon and rush it. But you can get in 3, 4, 5 dribbles before you put up a shot or a couple passes. Bulldogs just have to stay sound defensively. So they choose for the 3-quarter pass. It is up and stolen away. And we've got people holding back the 20 students from rushing the court, but a huge victory here. Nail biter coming down to the wire. 3-point win. Great turnaround. Great comeback victory after getting blown out by 20 there in Salem Hills. And the scoring line for tonight, Isaac Castagneto, after 0 in the first half, ends up being the leading scorer for the Bulldogs with 14. Right behind him, J.P. Camargo with 13, and then McKay Robert with a huge night, 12. And then on the other side, it was mostly Simonson who had 22, but it was just too little. And 48-45 is the final score. Bulldogs win big here in Provo, Utah. Thank you for joining us. I'm James Allen alongside Cale Bybee. Have a great night.